Joining the show now is reporter Seth Martin, here to help break down some UK football.
This week, we're going to talk about the Wildcats' most recent win against the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the pros and cons from the game. First, we'll start with the positives.
The Kentucky defense did a great job at limiting the Bulldogs' offense, holding them to only 218 offensive yards. This defense was key for the Cats to come away with the victory, and they showed up and gave the offense more time on the field, which proved to be very significant. Speaking of the offensive side of the ball, quarterback Devin Leary looked more comfortable as he threw for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. In past games, the offense has been really reliant on the run game. However, in this game, the passing game was more prevalent, which is good for the Cats. Another positive being that UK snapped the streak of not beating an SEC West opponent on the road under Mark Stoops. That's wild that was even a stat, but we're all good now. The streak's broken. Seth, what can Kentucky improve upon after this game?
Well, I was down there in Starkville myself this past weekend, and like you mentioned, there were a lot of positives, but there clearly are still some weak spots on the field. Starting off with the negatives, the offense is still slow. We've hammered this throughout as fans have talked about it this season. Kentucky ranks dead last in plays per game, even behind Iowa. And when you're behind Iowa on offense, you know it's pretty bad. I watched 2 drives stall out myself with bad execution and bad play calling, to be honest. And there just needs to be no more of that at this time of the year. Also, the running game has not been the same, but one thing they could rely on is gone now. Ray Davis did have 80 yards this past game, but he didn't even average 4 yards a carry. I admit there were some bigger runs towards the end of the game, but as it stands right now, the run game is nowhere near what it was in September. And also missed tackles. There's still a huge issue on the defensive side. And on Mississippi State's one successful drive that lasted nearly 13 minutes, that was the headline: Kentucky missed tackles. You can't let a bad team like that take you down the field simply due to bad tackling.
SEC Nation is traveling to Lexington this weekend for the Kentucky versus Alabama game. If you would like to go watch Laura Rutledge, Paul Feinbaum, Roman Harper, Jordan Rogers, and Tim Tebow break down the game to come, the show will take place on Saturday at 10 a.m. outside of Gate 12 at Kroger Field.